Hello everybody. It is bread dough or doughy. So I am on YouTube to teach you guys how to make yarn tails because a lot of people have been asking how I made my yarn tails. So here I am. So first things first, what you're gonna need is you're gonna need your tailbone, which is just a really thick braid of yarn. And you're gonna want to make sure you have a pop tab tied to said yarn bone, right? Cool. You're gonna need a monster can, and you're gonna need some handy dandy scissors, and obviously yarn. The yarn is helpful, and that is something you will need. So for starters, okay, so how you want to do this is, so as you can see, I've already got a bundle on my handy dandy yarn bones. So I will show you how to make a bundle, how to tie it onto the yarn tail, how to tie it onto the yarn bone, and obviously how to wrap it and cut it. So here we go. So to take the end of your yarn, you need the yarn. Take the end of it. You don't want to start in the center. Take the end of it, put it on your monster can, and wrap it. You're going to need a lot of yarn for this. I'm not even lying about that. Like, make sure it doesn't tangle, because if it tangles, then it ruins the tail, and we don't want that. So, just wrap it, and 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 wrap it. So you want to continue to do this about 30 to 50 times, depending on how thick and fluffy you want your yarn tail. Like, you get what I'm saying here? So, you're going to continue to wrap it until it's to the fluffiness that you want. And you're going to need 3 of them per section of the tail. So, we're just going to continue to wrap it, and wrap it, and wrap it. Until it does that, then it gets rather annoying if it catches on the can. So, make sure you take the pop tab off. It's common sense so it doesn't catch and tangle and all that shit. Because that gets rather annoying. I will tell you that. It gets rather annoying. But we're going to do it. We're going to get through it. So some of you may be wondering why I chose red and blue for the colors is because my boyfriend's favorite show is Spider-Man. Like, their favorite all-time superhero is Spider-Man. So I'm making them a Spider-Man tail, because why not? And yeah. So it's going to take a minute to get through this, but we will get through it. We will get her done. And these yarn tails, for me, take about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how long and fluffy it is. Sometimes they take 2, sometimes they take 4. It just depends on how fluffy you want the tail. So, quit getting caught. This is getting annoying. Okay. So now that we have our good handy dandy bundle of yarn wrapped around a can, we're going to continue to wrap it for a bit because we kind of need like a lot of yarn. So we are going to continue to wrap it. But once it is fully wrapped, we're going to snip. And this is kind of a tricky part. This can get a little tricky. So what you want to do is you want to slide it off the can and make sure you still have the can hole in the center so you can cut it evenly. This is actually quite important because once you snip it, you're going to have a bunch of little itty bitty pieces of strings of yarn. It's going to be a pain in the ass if you don't cut it correctly. So, now that we have our handy dandy bundle, we're going to set that to the side and make sure it does not separate and or mess up. Then you're going to cut out a decently long piece of string. You are going to set it horizontal on your thigh, like this, sideways. You're going to set it sideways on your thigh. Then you're going to take your handy dandy bundle that you put aside like 2 seconds ago and lay it vertically up and down. You're going to lay it up and down on the horizontal piece of string. The sideways string, so you want it crisscross. You want it crisscross like this. This part is the up and down bundle of string. This part is the string that we're going to tie the bundle with. So, put your scissors away so you don't scratch yourself. Okay, so we got our itsy weetsy piece of string. You're going to tie it like shoelace tie it. Pull it really, really, really tight. Then you're going to flip over your bundle and do the same thing. So you're going to tie it really, really, really tight. Flip it over again. Tie it really, really, really tight. Make sure you're not tying it twice, because if you tie it twice, then it won't tighten. That's something we don't want. And then you're going to flip it one final time, tie it, and then tie it again. That's how you keep your string in place. Right? We kind of get the vision here. Then you're going to take your tailbone and put it on it and tie it just barely. You're going to tie it in the same spot that you put your first one. And then you're going to repeat this process about 30 to about 30 more times, because you want to fill up your whole tail. And that is a good thing. We want that. So, and then make sure you tie it super duper duper tight so it doesn't fall apart on you, because that would be bad. That would be very, very, very bad. But you see how we got our little bundle here, but you want 3 of these in each section of the tail. It's going to take a minute, but it's worth it. But that's all I have for today. Have fun making your yarn tails. Have an amazing day. I love you all so, so, so much. Bye-bye.